Come have a nice day. Today is Tuesday, 29th of October 2024. This day is famous for the celebration of World Stroke Day. Every year, World Stroke Day is observed on October 29th to emphasize the serious nature and high rates of stroke. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu states that Treasury issues a rule to block United States investors from helping China develop advanced military technology. Blocking China's high-tech ambitions is one of the few issues that enjoys broad support in Washington from both the Republicans and Democrats. The United States Treasury Department issued a rule Monday to restrict and monitor American investments in China in artificial intelligence, computer chips, and quantum computing. The United States Treasury Department, seeking to keep the Chinese military from gaining an edge and in advanced technologies, issued a rule Monday to restrict and monitor American investments in China in artificial intelligence, computer chips, and quantum computing. The finalized rule arises from an executive order issued in August 2023 by President Joe Biden. The order sought to limit the access that countries of the concern, specifically China, Hong Kong, and Macau, have to American dollars to fund technologies that could be used, for example, to break codes for developing next-generation fighter jets. It will take effect January 2nd. United States investments must not be used to help countries of concern develop their military, intelligence, and cyber capabilities, said Paul Rosen, Assistant Treasury Secretary for Investment Security. He noted that investments can mean more than just money. They can deliver intangible benefits, including managerial help and assistance finding top talent and tapping the other sources of financing. Israeli troops capture around 100 Hamas militants in northern Gaza, hospital military says. No shelter. Palestinians receive medical attention at Kamal Adwan Hospital in Beit Lahia in northern Gaza Strip on Monday, October 28, 2024. Gaza health officials and Hamas have denied any militant presence at the hospital, which Israeli forces stormed on Friday, October 25, 2024, and left on the Saturday, 26, 2024. Israeli soldiers captured around 100 suspected Hamas militants during a raid in a Kamal Adwan hospital in the northern Gaza, the military said on Monday, October 28, 2024. Gaza health officials and Hamas have denied any militant presence at the hospital, which Israeli forces stormed on Friday, October 25, 2024, and left on Saturday, October 26, 2024. Now, going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that census will be paved the way for the redrawing of Lok Sabha constituencies. Prime Minister Narendra Modi being greeted by women BJP MPs and party workers during the Nari Shakti Vandan Abhinandan Karyakaram day after the parliament passed a women's reservation bill. The first signs that India is likely to begin its long-delayed decadal census next year shifted the focus on Monday to the fractious process of redrawing of Lok Sabha constituencies. The delimitation exercise, likely to be completed by 2028, according to the people level of the development, will be done on the basis of the census and might open up on all the disputes of political representation between India's poorer northern states that are more populous and prosperous southern provinces where birth rates are below the replacement levels. To conduct the delimitation exercise, the government of India must set up a delimitation commission by passing a delimitation act in a parliament after the conclusion of the census. Former Chief Election Commissioner S.Y. Qureshi said this delimitation commission will also be able to decide whether the number of the Lok Sabha constituencies in the country should be increased. Modi Sanchez launched a military aircraft unit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi with the Spanish President Pedro Sanchez during the inauguration of the Tata Aircraft Complex for manufacturing of C-295 aircraft at Tata Advanced Systems Limited (TASL) campus in Vadodara on Monday. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh was also present. A plant for producing Airbus C-295 military transport aircraft was inaugurated in Vadodara on Monday by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Spanish counterpart Pedro Sanchez, who both hailed the project as a milestone in India's aviation and defense manufacturing capabilities. Sanchez, the first Spanish premier to visit India in 18 years, and Modi toured the plant located at the Tata Advanced Systems campus in Vadodara after participating in roadshow in the city. The first 295 military transport aircraft made in India is expected to roll out from the plant in 2026. The plant set up by Tata Advanced Systems in collaboration with Airbus Spain will manufacture 40 and of the 56 Airbus 295 aircraft order for the Indian Air Force IAF under a $2.5 billion contract in September 2021. Airbus will deliver the 16 other aircraft in a fly-away condition from its assembly line in Seville, Spain, and 6 have already arrived in India. Fighting between security forces and terrorists continue in Jammu and Kashmir's Aknoor official. Heavy fighting between security forces and terrorists continued in Jammu and Kashmir's Aknoor area on Tuesday morning, officials said. Army jawans near the site of the encounter between the security forces and terrorists. This development comes a day after a terrorist was killed in an 8-hour-long gunfight after a group of terrorists opened fire on an Indian Army convoy near the line of control in the Aknoor sector of the Jammu district on Monday morning. According to the people aware of the development, another terrorist was killed by security forces. However, there was no official confirmation on the same. There is no confirmation about the killing of another terrorist yet. However, with first light on Tuesday, the army resumed its CI operations on the ground, Jammu-based defense spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Sunil Bartwal said. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, energy transition India remains highly dependent on the imports of the critical minerals, says report. India has committed to achieving 500 gigawatts of non-fossil fuel-based electricity installed capacity by 2030. The report published by the Institute of Energy Economics and Financial Analysis (IEEFA) said that India's demand for the critical mineral is expected to more than double by 2030. NRI businessman Yusuf Ali, his Lulu retail launch rupees 12,000 crore IPO in Abu Dhabi. The retail chain has confirmed the IPO range at dirham 1.94 to 2.04 per share, with the final pricing to be confirmed on November 5. Lulu Group Chairman M.A. Yusuf Ali. Rural uptick but urban areas new points of concern in GDP growth. While rural demand is seeing an uptick, high food inflation and a moderation in credit growth are possible headwinds that could slow down growth in the second quarter of the 2024-2025. The real wage growth for rural, agricultural, and non-agricultural workers is providing some support to consumption growth. Now, going towards the world news, including celebrated openly and proudly in the White House, United States President Joe Biden hosts Diwali celebrations. Trump appeals to religious voters to high stocks about the jobs as Americans vote early. United States elections 2024 live updates. Trump and Harris enter final stretch of campaign as the race of White House remains neck to neck. United States warns of visa restrictions for those undermining Ghana's democracy ahead of December polls. North Korea enters Ukraine conflict, sending 10,000 troops to Russia. Philadelphia prosecutor sues Elon Musk's group to halt a $1 million lottery for voters. Now, going to the science and tech, we have the fitness app Strava gives away locations of Biden, Trump, and other leaders. French newspaper says. Le Monde found that some United States Secret Service agents use the Strava fitness app. French newspaper Le Monde reported that highly confidential movements of some of the world's most powerful leaders could easily be tracked online through a fitness app used by their bodyguards. An investigation by French newspaper Le Monde found that highly confidential movements of the United States President Joe Biden, presidential rivals Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, and other world leaders can be easily tracked online through a fitness app that their bodyguards use. But the U.S. Secret Service told the newspaper that it doesn't believe that protection it provides was anyway compromised. Le Monde found that some United States Secret Service agents use the Strava fitness app, including in recent weeks after the two assassination attempts on Trump. In a video investigation released in French and in English, Strava is a fitness tracking app and are primarily used by runners and cyclists to record their activities and share their workouts with the community. Healthcare NGOs collaborate to launch dementia clinics in the Hyderabad slums. 3 healthcare NGOs have come together to establish a series of community-level mental health and dementia clinics in the urban and peri-urban slums in Hyderabad. In an effort to bridge the gap in the mental health services, the three healthcare NGOs have come together to establish a series of community-level mental health and dementia clinics in the urban and peri-urban slums of Hyderabad. These clinics aim to address the mental health needs of economically disadvantaged populations where awareness of conditions like dementia remains low. The NGOs involved are Helping Hand Foundation, HHF, Asha Charitable Trust, and the Alzheimer's and Related Disorders Society of India, ARDSI, Hyderabad Deccan chapter. Dementia, a progressive neurodegenerative disease, impairs memory, cognition, and behavior, often complicating daily functioning. A 2022 study by All India Institute of Medical Science, AIIMS Delhi, estimates that 8.8 million people in India live with dementia, with a 2013 survey conducted by Nizamuddin Institute of Medical Science, indicating that Hyderabad alone had over 40,000 cases, a number believed to have since doubled. How to choose the right air purifier this Diwali. Air purifiers can help users cope with the smoke, smog, pollen, pet dander, and the other allergens. Before buying the air purifier from an international brand or the company that offers the best discount, consider your needs, your living environment, and these other factors. While there are many Indians who look forward to Diwali and firecrackers, there are others who know all too well how the blend of smoke, air pollution, and winter weather can trigger everything from mild allergies to life-threatening asthma attacks. For those who want to safely ride out the festival season and the winter months, investing in an air purifier can be a great way to protect not just your health, but elevate your living space as well. Though your first instinct might be to visit an e-commerce platform and pick up the top-rated air purifier that is on sale, even a high-end product might end up being a disappointment if you do not first consider some essential factors. At last, there's a famous quotation by a famous polymath leader, writer, scientist, known by his famous name Benjamin Franklin. Birth anniversary 6th January 1705 up to 17 April 1790. Was an American polymath, a leading writer, scientist, inventor, statesman, diplomat, printer, publisher, and a political philosopher. Among the most influential intellectuals of his time, Franklin was one of the founding fathers of the United States, a drafter and a signer of the Declaration of Independence, and the first Postmaster General. Benjamin Franklin says a very famous quotation. He says that, "Be aware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship." Okay, thank you.